Nigel Farage has admitted his huge concern over Britain's fisheries as Brexit talks continue between the two sides. The two sides will reconvene talks this week in pursuit of a deal by the autumn. Following the conclusion of talks last week, Michel Barnier admitted several areas of divergence still remain. One of those is the state of the UK's fishing waters outside of the bloc. Mr Barnier wants the UK to adhere to an agreement similar to the Common Fisheries Policy (CFP) and has warned there will be no trade deal unless there is a balanced agreement. Speaking to Express, Mr Farage said, "I'm concerned. I want us to regain full control under the international law of our waters. That was very much a demand made in the referendum campaign and that has been reiterated ever since. Under the CFP, member states are given equal access to fishing waters within the EU's economic zone. Due to the size of the UK's coastal region, many have stated this policy has allowed European vessels to exploit Britain's rich waters. Therefore, the UK has demanded annual negotiations be held in order to establish access and quotas." Norway negotiates quotas every year with the EU, which Mr Barnier has stated would be impossible with the UK. Speaking last month, Mr Barnier said, "The EU wants the status quo, the UK wants to change everything. If we want an agreement we have to discuss somewhere in between these positions." In contrast, David Frost has insisted the UK's sovereignty would be damaged if it is not permitted to control its waters. He also added any deal must not alter the UK's ability to abide by the UN law of the sea. Away from the issue of fisheries, the level playing field, state aid, access to the single market and the role of the European Court of Justice in the British judicial system. The UK has insisted Britain cannot adhere to any EU regulations or obligations. Mr Frost has stated any adherence to the level playing field would entangle the UK in European rules and regulations. This would then infringe one of the main purposes of Brexit, sovereignty.